Oh, good morning and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the show. It's the one and only JFK. Morning, JFK.
Morning, Oxford. Lovely day today. How are you?
I've got to take off my hat to Mr. Fox. He's changed his dwarf. He's Mr. Happy Mr. Happy today. Yeah, he likes his early kick-offs, mate, doesn't he?
He does. He's still waiting on that rolling sausage though, so that should make him less grumpier, I think.
I doubt it. Anyway, I believe you've got the team.
Yep, today's team against Dundee United is McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Hollander and Bassey, Jack, Lundstrom, Aribo, Arfield and Kent and Morelos. Substitutes: McCrory, Zakowski, Barisic, Davis, Kamara, Sands, Diallo, Roof and Fashion Sakala. There is a major omission from that squad, as you can.
From the squad, well, there's a couple of omissions for the squad actually. John McLaughlin, who's obviously still no fit.
No.
And Aaron Ramsey. Yeah.
Aaron Ramsey is the big surprise.
The starting 11, Philip Hollander comes in. Bassey moves to left back, yeah?
Yep, I think that's one of the... I'd predicted myself there may be two changes, maybe bring in Hollander for Bassey, and I thought maybe he would have brought in Ramsey for Jack or Diallo. So, I don't know. But, yeah, very strong team again, Oxshire. Very, very strong team.
Here's a question for you then, GFK. Before we'll talk about the starting 11 rather than their mission. But just quickly, could it be as simple as maybe that they find for the benefit the guy to get another full day's training in rather than sit on the bench and get 20 minutes? Could that be as simple as that? Am I reading too much in here?
No, it could be as simple as that, yeah. But I think we're all looking to see him get some game time. I mean, after today, there's 11 league games to go. And possible Euro and Scottish Cup games. So I'd like to have seen him in sooner rather than later. But I'm assuming that question will be asked to the manager later on before the game starts. But yeah, it's a strong 11, mate. Strong 11.
Would people say that as inform the snow, and I'm saying this without Glenn Kamara in the team, maybe even Fashion, some people would go for Barisic, some people are still fans as. Would a lot of people think that's potentially the strongest starting 11 on form at the moment?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we've always said, that continuity is the best thing. And if a team's playing well and they're winning well, and nobody can say we didn't win well on Thursday against Dortmund, then with that one change, then going forward, it's probably the strongest 11 we're going to get at this moment in time going forward winning. Yeah, we just Kamara need to get a game. He needs to pull his soaks up. If he can't get a game in that team, then he's something wrong. Barisic, as we know, hot and cold. So for me, I'm really pleased with the squad overall. But that 11 today should be able to beat anybody. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, we'll get these phone lines open and get people's thoughts, mate. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
And have you recovered for doing your receptionist duties?
It was quite good. It was the high heels that were jagging into me, mate. But once I get comfortable in them, I was okay. So interesting conversation with a few of our regulars in a different time. But I really enjoyed it and look forward to doing it again. But yeah, my first job as a receptionist was most enlightening.
There's a lot of cogs in the wheels to make Rangers Radio work, yeah? Definitely. Right, okay, Okay, Jimmy, if you don't mind, people will be joining us all the time because it is the middle of the night for some people. Can you hear with the team?
Today's team against Dundee United is McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Hollander and Bassey, Jack, Lundstrom, Aribo, Arfield, Kent and Morelos. And subs are McCrory, Zakowski, Barisic, Davis, Kamara, Sands, Diallo, Roof and Sakala.
Yep. Strong squad. The there ain't a lot. Sands can cover, obviously, centre-half position. We know he covers a lot of positions. Barisic, the left back. Davis could just play anywhere. I think Stephen could even go in goals.
Yeah.
The boy Sarkowski, obviously right back cover, getting more experience for the squad. Ahmed give us energy for us to come on in the outside right position, right midfield. Roof Fashion can play across the tap. So we've got a bit of cover in there, mate. Kamara, anywhere in the midfield, yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you look at the subs, right, I mean, if you put Balogun, Ramsey in there, you've basically got another 11 players, another 11, you know. McLaughlin. So I mean, you're looking at it's a good squad of players that we have got.
John McLaughlin misses it today with a virus, while Aaron Ramsey and Liam Ballin have minor knocks. All these players will return to the group during the week. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's that explained. Okay, yeah. That's fine. Right. Well, that's good. So going forward, no, the gaffers went for continuity. I know he's made the change by taking Barisic out and switching Bassey back to the left again and bringing Hollander obviously in to the centre back position. So there's no weakness being made in the team there, Oxshire. It's the same as, and I think that's what the gaffer's gone for. He's gone for continuity. It'd be interesting to see if he plays the same way, because I thought Scotty Arfield, that's the best game I've seen him playing a Rangers jersey in a long time.
You better have a bird with Blue Star. He thought he was non-existent, mate. There you go. Huh?
Well,
there you go. Huh? I thought he'd done a power of work.
Oh, I thought it was fantastic, mate. I never heard Blue Star say that, but I mean, if he's listening now, go and look at it again. No, I thought it was a great game, mate. And if the gaffer goes with the same formation today and the same momentum, playing Arfield in that same position, then I'd like to see us destroy this team. We owe this team a right to give him a right doing. But I'm sticking with a couple of goals, mate.
That would do me a couple of goals each one. Anyway, we'll be joined by Andy for Leeds.
Andy.
Morning, Jimmy. Morning, Ox.
Morning, Andy.
Good. Good strong team. We more or less all call that, didn't we? Just the one change. First time I've ever got a team like that. But no, we come out and play with the way we play with the intensity, and like Jimmy's just said there, right enough, we've had 2 towsies with them, so maybe it's the day that we put these to the sword, come out and get the 3 points and move on. Good team. I like that. Keep as long as they're fit. Keep that team. That's the team I would go with.
As long as we play like we can play, there's no problem with it. But occasionally, and it is occasionally GFK, we've took my foot off the gas.
Yeah, but we're quite guilty of that, you know. But I mean, let's hope that since the game against the Unmentionables, we've been absolutely immense at times. So whatever's been said after that is obviously struck a chord with the team, and I think you can see that. So yeah, no foot off the gas. You know, if it can be 2-0 going on 4 or 5, let's go for it. You know, let's no stop. Let's be relentless. And go for the big win and show others that we are the team to be reckoned with, because the squad of players we've got is fantastic. And as Andy said there, he reiterated what I said, you know, we're due to give this mob a right spanking, mate. They deserve it off us, you know. The last game against them was,
Wasn't it great?
No.
Listen, Andy, I'm all about victories. I want goals as well, but first and foremost, 3 points, mate.
Yeah, definitely. They'd take the win, but it'd be nice if we could, put them to the sword and let them know. You know, I hate saying it because we knew we felt when we get beat at the end of the other week there, but if we go on to win this league, that game might be a blessing in disguise. You know, it might woke us up.
We'll see.
You know?
It was 5 games ago now, so you've got to move on.
But what I'm saying is, when we go on to win the league, it might have done us. It might work in his favour.
It's like Fox with his woman. You need to move on. You know what I mean?
Well, I was moving on with mine last night, I'll tell you, and this morning.
All right, okay.
There you go.
2 minutes. Right, okay.
And I'm back on the drink. And I'm back on the drink, Jimmy.
Oh, come on now, Andy.
So I've had a good night there from the boxing onwards into having a couple this morning, so I feel like my old self, to be honest with you.
You're better feeling yourself than MD else, pal.
Oh, definitely. It wasn't bad when she's feeling as well, though. That's the point.
Right. Jimmy, give us a team.
Today's team v Dundee United is McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Hollander and Bassey. Jack, Lundstrom, Aribo, Arfield, Kent and Morelos. Substitutes: McCrory, Zakowski, Barisic, Davis, Kamara, Sands, Diallo, Roof and Sakala.
So bringing Hollander back, is that a positive for you, or would you keep the same back four, or do you think my team improves? Yeah,
I think my team improves, but I was speaking in the office to my good friend Fox, and maybe I should have done my research a wee bit. See, when you're picking your pool of players for the European games, is it game by game or is it round by round?
That's a good question. We'll maybe find the answer for that.
My reason for asking is he playing Hollander with the chance of playing on Thursday?
All right, okay. Or maybe he thinks it's his best available. You know, there's two sides to it.
That's what I was asking for. I mean, what is the way he's thinking? He's just thinking, I'd rather have Hollander and Bassey in there than Barisic, because we know Barisic is blowing hot and cold.
Or he's covering his bases for Thursday. Only time will tell. First and foremost, before we start about Thursday, Andy, we need to get the day out of the way.
Yeah, they've got to take confidence out of that. I think that we, like we've said there, we owe them one, and if we come out with the right attitude, you always say to yourself, you know, we will do the business, and you know, this is a bit that you want to be, and this is where you start, working your way down to winning trophy. So, you know, we come out with the right attitude, we'll be all right. We know what we're going to get after these, but we've seen them enough now. We should have enough in the tank there to sort these out now. I think we will, you know.
We just need to score goals, mate. Score goals, yeah.
Well, Big Morales is there, and he's ragdolling out. He's back to his best ragdoll in the old back line. So if we give him a chance of these scores, you know what I think? I say it all the time, repeat myself, but we get that early goal, follow it up with a second, and you know the platform's there for Rangers to go on and do the business. But first and foremost, get that first goal to get you into that position. You know.
All right, we've been joined by Liz. We're very excited because our man's playing. How are we doing, Liz?
I'm doing good. Great. Yourself?
Good. Well, what's your thoughts on the team?
Brilliant team, but aye, it doesn't matter if that is.
Aye.
I'm fine, yourself?
Aye, good. So Mr. Hollander's back playing. That'll please you, yeah?
Great team.
That's what she said, JFK.
Morning, Liz. Yeah, we crush on Big Phil, yeah.
No, he's just a brilliant. He's one of the best defenders that we've got, and he is a big miss. Morning.
He is our most natural defender, if you like. Goldson doesn't sniff danger the same way that Hollander does, if that's fair. JFK.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with you there. We definitely miss Big Phil. You know, his reading a game for me is the best that we've got in the centre defence, and the best we've had for a while. So it'd be pleasing to see him keep his place long term for the rest of the season. And I know we don't talk about Thursday, but I'd like to hope that going forward for Thursday, that if he was eligible, then he'd be the man to mark out the big guy that's going to be playing. But can concentrate in the day. But the gaffer sees him as exactly what you say. He can read the game better than anybody at Ibrox now. So for me, it'd be one of the first in the team sheet for me. Okay,
big compliment indeed. We've also been joined by Robert for the port. How are we doing, Robert?
How you doing, guys? Morning, lad.
Good, mate.
Robert.
Good, mate. What are you thinking of the team, Robert?
Personally, I expected a wee bit kind of more changes, but I'm quite happy with that. I can see the reason for behind doing it. It's obviously keeping the continuity, keeping a bit of momentum going from Thursday night. So I'm quite happy with that. I've said it before. I think Hollander's our strongest defender. I think we're a lot stronger in the air defensively and at set pieces with him as well. So, I'm happy with that.
A couple of weeks ago, the cry was no defenders, but they're coming back now, GFK.
Aye, definitely. And Hollander is a man, as Robert said there, he is the best centre defender that we've got, and it's great to see him back after his long-term injury, so let's hope that he keeps fit. As I say, it's 11 league games, or 12 league games including the day, plus any other games I've got in Europe and Scottish Cup, so you want to see Hollander being there as an ever-present, getting a good run in the team, because I think, but I'm not saying we can be weaker, but I think the reading of the game at the back, as you rightly said there, Golson he's no go at that for me. Big Hollander definitely is a man for the job in there, so let's hope it's the relationship that he's got with Rangers is long term, mate.
Right, okay. He needs to be playing more matches. Andy, who would have thought a few weeks ago that John Lundstrom would have become an integral part of our team?
And I wondered why you weren't ask me that. He's proved me wrong the last
He's not just proved you wrong, he's proved a lot of us wrong, mate.
I was a big critic of him, though, I'll be honest with you. But, if he keeps playing like that and Jack stays fit alongside him, I think that's massive. I think Kamara's going to have a problem getting back in the team if they two keep playing like that.
There you go. Aye. Thoughts on that, Robert?
I obviously discussed it the night with yourself and Stevie. I asked about the arrival of Ramsey and the return of Jack from full fitness, as it gave Lundstrom a bit up the backside, and obviously it's done something to him to impress in training, and he's earned his place. That shirt's his now to lose, and right now he's not losing it. I think it's a partnership that Jack's been needing as well. Obviously we've played three in the middle before, but see the Jack and Lundstrom, it seems to work very, very well, and it allows, whether it's Aribo or Arfield, a wee bit more freedom to go a bit forward as well. So it's striking the right balance, and so far it's been spot on, and long may it continue.
Yeah, can I give a shout out to Andrew Hurstains, who's got up to watch the game in Alabama. He's up at 5:10 in the morning to watch the Rangers now. He can moan. No our Fox, eh?
Aye.
5:10 in the morning to watch.
So I suppose you get out your bed in Alabama any time of the day would be all right.
5:10 in the morning, eh? There we go. Liz, Ryan Jack back in the team. We've missed him, eh?
Oh, definitely. I've said that as well. I think that's one of our best players that we missed as well. So I think him and Lundstrom, I think they're just amazing, and I hope that they can just do it. But as I said to you before as well, I think Goldson and Hollander are the best partnership there as well. So I'm just hoping that team can just go and perform the day. And I think it's going to be, I'm going to go for 3-0, and I'm going to go for Hollander to score first today. There we go.
You've really surprised me there with that.
Nope.
No, nobody 3-0 with Hollander to score first.
Well, he scored. I know, it's just because he had two chances against in a cup game, so I just thought, nah, and I said that as well, so no.
Yeah,
Alfie's going to score an like.
Classy.
Alfie.
All right, Alfie, I think so. Yeah. Alfie's on fire for the moment, Robert.
Definitely.
Robert, Alfie's on fire.
Sorry, mate. He's getting a drink of juice there. He's certainly been very, very on form since Gio came into the fold. He's certainly impressed, like I said, but right at the start as well. When he arrived on Morelos, that he's playing a bit more further up the park now. He was coming very, very deep under Gerrard to get the ball, whereas now he's playing on that last man, spinning in behind and using what's his strength to other team's weaknesses. And you can't fault his effort just now. He's obviously doing something very well under Roy Mackay as well, so he's getting great guidance from there. But boys on fire.
The biggest thing for me is he looks happy, Andy.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And I think the fact that Gio and is it the boy Mackay, the other one there, that can speak fluent Spanish, maybe getting through to him better. I'm not totally convinced he doesn't understand some of the words up there right enough, but
I think he does, mate.
You know what I mean? But no, look, that's the Morales that we know. That's the Morales that ragdolls the old back line. he looks happy, and long may it continue. And we used to say, like, when he started off with a couple of years back there, he scored all his goals early door. Well, let's hope all his goals are coming in the back end where it belongs, and if that's the case, we're going to be champions, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's a one-man team, right enough. When we need other goals. We need other goals around him.
You take the goals he scored at the weekend. Thursday night. JFK, one was a slip for Aribo, a pass, and they put it in the net. The other one was a header for Aribo. So, people with the Lundstrom goal, Kent was brilliant in that as well. But the goals are starting to come for the team, and the more chances they make, the more likely your centre forward is to score it.
Of course, it's not just the goals that Alfie's been scoring just now. It's his all-round play has been excellent. He's linking up with players going forward. He's defensive work he's putting in. So it's a different player. He's always got that cheeky grin on his face now, which instead of the scowl. He looks as if he's lost half his body size at times. So I'm really pleased for him putting the goals in, and he's a third highest scorer in Europe now, and I hope that continues. He ends up the top scorer in Europe in a Rangers jersey. But he's actually playing at his skin now, and I'm going for a 2-0 today. But as I said before, I'd love to see turn this mob here by quite a few today, and it would be great to see Alfie score a hat trick. But I'll take any result that comes, obviously, Oxford. But the whole team's playing well at the moment. Mate. There's no bad player in it.
We've been joined by Bear Down Under, who's given us a vision of his lovely office there. With how we doing, mate?
Hey, Oxford, this is the first time. Why am I seeing a picture of myself?
Well, we're asking the same question, mate. You've got your camera on, mate.
Oh, you're joking. That's what came through to accept the camera. How did I turn that off?
It's either your camera, mate, you're looking at a mirror. JFK.
Aye. I thought if I get my camera on.
I don't know what's going on there.
I like your mirror at the back here, mate.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. So do I need to look at myself? How did I turn myself?
Just turn your thing round and you don't see yourself.
Right.
I'll press the button and it'll go off. Anyway, what do you think of the team?
I'm really liking the team. There was only probably one decision I'd have liked to have put Kamara in for Arfield, but apart from that, spot on. Absolutely delighted. I'm happy that Bassey's gone to left back. I'm happy that Hollander's coming to get some game time. Loving it. Absolutely. Loving what Gio's doing, and obviously with Dortmund during the week. Can't be any more happier.
Here, it was some result, mate. Some result. Yeah. Just to let you know, it looks a bit warm over there. Liz, in Western Australia, down under's got it looks like a beer. And let's just say he's no wearing merry clothes, JFK. No, us, is he?
Aye, sitting here in my LGs and my Uggs and my bonnet on.
And he might get another tug of war team, Jimmy. Is that fair?
Well, he'd be the anchor man, mate, just in front of me.
You really see the rest there?
Hey, no, I wouldn't say that, pal.
Right. Brilliant. Right, okay. We'll look for Mr. Brownlee, might be in the corner somewhere, you never know. Anyway,
aye.
Right, listen, it was a great night for us on Thursday night. Give you some boost, Bearer.
Oh, definitely, aye. Sorry, I can see GFK on the call. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. Is it? Who else is in?
Liz, so you behave. Liz, Andy for Leeds, and Robert.
All right, how you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for my, Anyway.
Morning.
Hope you're all well.
What time is it? What time is it there, mate? What time is it?
Oh, 27, 8 o'clock kickoff, so it's still early doors.
Is this your favourite time for the kickoff, Si?
Oh, I love it. I'm going to go in there. I'm a wee 7-year-old boy now, and we're going to sit there and watch the Rangers, and we don't get to do it as often, but this is living the dream, guys. especially my wee boy, you know. But he was up, don't get me wrong, he was up at was it 1:30 on Friday morning, still watching it with me. But you know, you got to it's just part of the heritage and what we do as bears, isn't it? Yeah. But, sorry, I won't rabble on, but I'm absolutely delighted with the team today, and I'm hoping that I'm expecting a wee bit more of a statement than what's probably been happening the last time.
I think that's what you're saying, Andy. You're wanting a marker too.
Yes, I'd like to put these to the side. I think if we come strong all the time now, or the best we can in the games we play, then we're sending a real marker out of them, you know. And I think this mob, they usually Tuesday with these, if we could go there and really play one on them, I think it really sets out a marker there enough, you know, for a league anyway. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Liz, if we pass the ball what we did on Thursday night, we shouldn't have a problem, eh?
Oh, definitely not. We never have a problem. They're gonna get stronger and stronger. And I mean, as I say, we've got like Jack's just come back, Hollander's just come back. The team's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and we're going to win this league as well. No doubt, and the cup, no doubt about it.
I like Lizzie's attitude, Robert.
I can't fault that, mate. I think it's definitely on the horizon. It's going to happen. We're in a very comfortable position, albeit a point behind, but win this afternoon, it puts the pressure back on the other side. So it can show you that anything football can happen. Take Thursday, for example. Don't think in many hours would have expected that result on Thursday for ourselves, and that's what happened. So put the pressure back on them later on this afternoon and see what they can do. It's all about us, mate. We go again today, get the win, 33 points, and prepare for a great night on Thursday at Ibrox.
Yeah. Aye, the games are just coming and it's exciting, JFK, yeah?
Aye, definitely exciting, mate. You know, every game is the big game now, innit? You know, what's happened before is gone now, and we take the plaudits for that. But we need to go out and set doing a marker of days. I was saying, I mean, I'm still going for 2, but I'd like it to be 3 or 4. You know, you got to remember. I mean, Dundee United will probably set themselves up the usual way. It'll be a 3 and a 5 or a 4 and a 5. It'll be a 4-5-1 or a 3-5-2 they'll play, and that's, you know. The way they always set themselves out, it'll be a typical backs to the wall for them. You know, they'll want to push Rangers out wide and soak heading up that they can. So we need to be clever. Owen Lundstrom and Jack, that's a pairing that I've been looking for a long time. That type of pairing, because we need ball winners in the middle of the park, people who want to get dirty, and Lundstrom definitely fits that. The same as Ryan Jack. So I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased about Lundstrom. Although I'm putting my hands up the same as Andy, and I was one of his biggest criticisers, so I'm pleased that he's proved me wrong. But going forward, every game's a big game, so Thursday will come when it does come, but the day let's go and let's do this, mob. And just to say, Owen Bear Down Under, I didn't know that Donk for Crocodile Dundee was still alive, but there you go.
Oh dear. Oh dear. He's no answering that.
Sorry, Bear. Couldn't resist that.
Second back in a wee second.
On you go, Robert.
I don't know if it was picked up on while I was phoning in, but did somebody say about the pool for the European games? Is it GFK was asking?
Yeah, GFK.
Yeah, it was, mate, yeah.
As far as I know, it's the same pool of players for 2 legs, so nobody can be changed until after the Dortmund game. So come Thursday, Hollander's not eligible. So potentially, again, today, looking at the team, as if rather than playing Bassett and Barisic, at least he's got one fit left back on the bench. So but it makes sense to bring Hollander back in for the day if he's not going to play on Thursday anyway. So, but I say same pool for 2 legs, mate.
Thanks for that, Robert.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers. I mean, obviously, Hollander, a fit Hollander, I think most people would have him in my starting team. Andy?
Yeah, he's the best one at the club. Liz repeatedly says it, and we have all said it on the shows on many occasions. He just reads the game. He gets his body stuck in there, and you feel confident, don't you, when somebody's coming down on us? If they were running at Goldstone or running at Big Islander, you knew you'd pick. You know, you knew you'd have in the trenches with you. So, if he stays fit, obviously Robert's to stay with the European game. He's not playing Thursday. But if he stays fit after that, then he would be in my team right to the end of the season now.
Hopefully Ryan Kent's getting a bit of hunger for his Wizza.
Oh, definitely. Oh, he was immense on Thursday as well. He'll do the same today. But I was going to ask you, see, if, again, we're going to get through. I'm not going to jinx it on him, but see if we get through, can we change? Can Hollander get to play if we get to the next stages?
Just Hollander, or nobody else.
No, but you can't. I mean, all the players. You can't. I mean, can he be in the pool?
He can be agreed to the squad. He might come in and somebody else will drop out.
You're just crazy. Of course, I want all the players to win. No one of you. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's funny.
But listen, we need to get the day out the way and Thursday out the way before we start talking about our European squad. Some people would argue, and I'll put this to you, Bear Down Under, that the day's the biggest game, bigger game than the 2 Dortmund games.
That's what I was hearing during the week. What's going on with my phone? I don't know what's going on here. Anyway,
we don't.
When they speak, right? I don't know what people can see and they can no speak.
We can see your breakfast bar. We can see your breakfast bar. It's a nice and clean. I'm very impressed.
That's not my breakfast bar, mate. That's not my breakfast. That's my bar.
All right, okay. So I see it. Right, okay.
Can you see that one there?
We can see it, but nobody else can. But carry on. Just speak.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. I've been phoning this show for nearly 5 years now, and this is the first. Something's been changing. You must have been paying big bucks.
No, you're the wrong button, mate. But that's another story. What? This game is
let's move on. Let's go back to the basics. Let's go. Rebecca?
Right. Is this a bigger game than the 2 Thursday games?
Yeah, definitely. I believe that I was listening to the show during the week, and a couple of the panelists says Sunday's a bigger game, and I would probably say it as I would, because we could go and make a statement today, go top of the table after the the dark side. Well, in Europe, whoever knows? Who knows? Maybe they've hit their straps and it's over. But it's all about the Rangers, Oxford, isn't it? Would
you agree with that, GFK? It's a bigger game than the 2 Thursdays, or have you seen it slightly different?
No, this is my bread and butter, mate. We need to win the Premiership. Thursday will take care of itself. We need to get the day, win the day, see what happens elsewhere, and just keep winning. We could go into next Sunday. We've got Motherwell. That's more important than the Dortmund game as well. So, today's we want to be sitting here after the game, very happy. Top of the league, see what happens elsewhere, and then we'll start chatting about the Thursday game midweek. So no, today's a bigger game, mate, for me.
All right, okay. Andy, you got a bet on?
Yes, I went for the same score, 4-0, 4-1, 4-2. I usually put that on. I never put it on Thursday night, and I got a right score out of that, wouldn't I? Jeez, but there you go. So the crazy one, I think we'll win 2-0, 2-1, but the crazy one's 4-0, 4-1, 4-2. I just pick that one every week.
Okay. Well, maybe you learn to put it on all the time, but it must have been a crazy price during the week. We were 81, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, what you'd have got for a correct on that, I don't know, but I would imagine it'd been high up there, right enough. But I just wanted just to put a performance in there on Thursday, but as you were saying there, right enough, my opinion, I know we need Europe for the money, but it's not. It's all about the league for me. They're the main games.
I think most people would say that unless you do the accounts, mate, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we don't look at the accounts, do we? We look at the team on the pack.
But we'll see what it takes us. And what you predicting? You going for 2 as well? Did I hear you say?
Yeah, 2-0 or 2-1. I think if we can get the 2 goals up, I hope we go on and bash them. But you know what we're like, sometimes we get 2 up, we tend to try and play the game out. I don't want them to do that. I want if we get the 2 up, I want to get another 2. Yeah.
Robert, how do you see it panning out?
I'm going to go for a wee crazy Andy score and go for a 4-0, mate. I think momentum will carry on into the game of the day. 2-0 at half time, get an early third, couple of changes, get some fresh legs on the park as well, and just see the game out and get a wee 4th near the end. But it's all about 3 points, so if it's 1-0, you take it. 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day. You can score 1, 4, or 18, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about the 3 points. That's a big number.
Bear Down Under, you panning out, mate?
I'm going to say we're going to keep the 0, and I'm going to go for the 3 score, 3 zip to the Rangers.
All right. We've been joined by the late AK, who must have always on his way back from Mass. Thanks for popping in. How are we doing, Alex?
Hi, morning everybody. I'm just trying to see this house. Is it Homes Under the Hammer today?
No, don't you bother, mate. You just stick to what you're meant to do, yeah?
Right, enjoy the game, everybody. That's me away. Come on, choose your house.
That's only for those and those of such.
Morning, everybody, anyway. We're doing all
That's
right.
the last thing you need is a photo of another man to send about. I'm worried about you. I think you know what I'm saying, Andy, yeah?
I do. I got you straight away.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. What do you think of the team, Alex?
Good team. Like Halander back in the team. Go with momentum. Hopefully get a good win. 3-4-0 a day, hopefully.
3-4-0. That seems to be the general consistent. I just want the 3 points. I really don't care. I want goals as well if we get there. I like Andy's attitude. Get the first, get the second, and then crack on JFK, yeah?
Definitely. My prediction's 2-0, but I would like to see us give him a right doing. And if it could be 4 or 5, big smile on my face. So,
Bridgeman's texted me. He's went for a 1-0. That'll surprise a lot of people.
But I mean, after the game, and I maybe just tune into Homes Under the Hammer. You never know.
The new presenter. What's that? What's that one? You go Australia or the UK? Whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, right, okay. Big game.
Dundee's down under.
I don't know what it is. But he does follow the Rangers home or away.
All right.
Absolutely
wasted that. You're no good as a neighbour, pal.
No, not at all. Right, okay. Robert, you went for 4. Who's getting the goals? Where's the threat coming from?
I think the following thing just maybe threat, mate. But I think again, I said earlier, set pieces, having Halander back in. I'll go with Liz as well and say that Halander will get a goal today from a set piece, but I also got a double Halander, and I think Fashion will come on and half the bench and get a wee goal as well. So they followed attacking players, but do you know what? Take any goal. They will score one.
You hear. It's all about the team, Liz. It's all about the team.
Oh, definitely. As I say, I think you're going to get Halander probably. I think Goldstein could score a day and a, but I'm still going to go for Alfie as well. There you go. I said 3-0, but I think it's going to be more.
I'll take that. AK will take that. More than that. Just
definitely, pal.
Just want the 3 points.
3 points is a must, isn't it? Put a wee bit of pressure back onto them, see how they handle it.
Aye. And then they're away on Thursday, and we're at home, and we'll see where it goes. But we just have to keep winning football matches, Andy.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? One game at a time. But I'm pretty sure we can. We're good enough to beat anybody up the road. Let's get it done. I don't feel. I don't like these games. I don't feel nervous today. And usually when I'm not nervous, it's all right. I think I'm going to go with Liz here. I've seen Lolton down the Islander, and Jack will get a couple of goals today. There's a nice wee double, Liz. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Everybody's pretty confident, JFK, but we've got to earn the right, because obviously they'll do what they usually do. I would imagine 4-5-1 and.
Aye, well, that's the way they always play. It's a 3-5-2 or a 4-5-1. They do it all the time, home and away. Look, if we go with the same momentum as we did on Thursday night, with that same pressing, hard pressing, sharp, crisp passing, and that, we'll destroy them. So I mean, I'm still going for 2-0, going on maybe 4 or 5. For me, the first 2 goals are going to come from Arfield and Morelos.
Okay, I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Okay. Bear Down Under, give us a shout out before we wrap the show up, mate.
Shout out to all the fellow bears and brethren and ladies all in the motherland, and hopefully we can get a great performance and let's I'm really confident. I'm liking the way that the team's adjusting, the squad's adjusting to hopefully go and take the title and get a great run in Europe. So, aye, let's go. 3-0 to the Rangers, and I'm going to predict Morelos double and a Tavernier single.
Right. Liz, quick message before we go.
Let's just go and enjoy the game and get a big win, and we will support our team no matter what.
Andy?
Yeah, to all the bears around the world, stay safe and we are the people.
Robert?
Let's go and get a job done. 3 points, back down the road, top of the table.
AK?
Yeah, let's go. Looking forward to this today. The gearing are dropping on the Rangers.
That's a bit Smirnoff they're up throat. JFK?
Yeah.
You're right.
As long as that's soy swallowed. More of the same for me. 2-0 going on 4 or 5. I'm really looking forward to today's game and chatting to you all later after it. So it should be a good 90 minutes, mate.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody for joining us. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for getting out of their bed and putting the show on. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.